Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for taking the time to spend a little time with me. I always appreciate that. And just to give you guys a quick announcement, I'm back on the PS4, not because I really want to be in terms of offline Madden, but you know, the console is a little more mobile. You know, my PC is down in the man cave, you know, and I like to be around my family as much as possible. So I'm able to get on the game, if you will, much more on the console and still be around my family at the same time. So I've elected to go back to the console. Now here we are, guys, picking up where we left off for the most part. You know, I did basically just, you know, create a new franchise, you know, using the Play Now feature. As you can see what I just did there with Ryan Shazier, trying to figure out what I can do to keep him off of the team this year, but you know, have it to where he could possibly return next year, because I want to keep this as authentic as possible. Obviously he's not going to play in 2019, so what I did, like I said, using the Play Now live feature, went into week 17, started it from there, and now here we are in the off season. So I was contemplating, and you're seeing my decision here in live, you know, live and in color here as I was doing it. And I was like, okay, what can I do? So I figured I would try to reduce his, you know, his salary, get him to not agree to it. Then I'll just go back in and franchise tag him. And it actually worked out exactly the way I wanted it. We put the tag on him. Yeah, it's 8.26, but we got a little money to deal with, of course, with Le'Veon Bell. We're letting him walk. And, you know, we're going to do something else, and I'm going to show you guys here a little bit later. But so I was able to go ahead and do that. And I'm still contemplating it right here. That's why I haven't hit that yes yet. But I think this is going to be the best bet, the best option to allow me to keep him on the roster. And, you know, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to put him way down on the roster, but it's only a one-year deal. And then we'll decide what we want to do from there. And just speeding through some of the, you know, re-signings, if you will, here, just showing you kind of what I did here, you know, just speeding through it. You don't have to really see it. You're going to definitely see how I build a roster in another video. But just taking a look at what we're doing here, a few off-season acquisitions. Well, one really, we're going to go after Bradley Roby, and we're going to see if we can also snag another Denver Bronco and Shaq Barrett. You know, a couple guys that I thought, you know, pretty serviceable guys that we could, you know, get on the roster and see how we can do in the draft, and we'll see how that pans out. And as you can see here, contract accepted by Bradley Roby, excited about that, and contract is going to be rejected by Shaquille Barrett there, so not happy about that. And that's pretty much the only free agent we have right now, you know, before the draft. And let's get into the draft here, just looking at some of the scouting. I'll show you who's out here, you know, some of the positions that I'm looking at, some of the guys I'm trying to get on my board, etc., etc. But yeah, man, you know, trying to figure out how I want to build the roster. You know, I want the roster to be semi-balanced. I don't want it to be overpowered, and I don't want it to be a bad roster. So that's my plan going in, you know, to free agency and into the draft. And look at this. Look at what we did here. Trying to find a way to move Antonio Brown. And as you can see, man, it's going to take a lot for me to get this thing done. You know, look at all the different offers that I put in, some of the offers that are going to be, you know, rejected here. I'm just speeding through it. I spent quite a few, you know, lengthy amount of time, quite a few minutes, you know, tinkering with the draft here. Excuse me, not the draft, the trade, trying to get Antonio Brown. And we're going to trade him away, man, which we expect the Steelers to do in 2019, in this upcoming season. And then, you know, in the new year, we're figuring that Antonio Brown will be traded. So look at what I had to do, guys. I had to put a little package together. And I like the fact that I couldn't really manipulate the computer per se, and, you know, and just try to get exactly what I wanted. I had to put a package together, and you're going to see it happen here in just a moment. There it is, guys. Antonio Brown and Joshua Dobbs for the Packers, number 12 pick in the first round. So that's going to be the deal that we're able to acquire. I thought it would be a little interesting, you know, getting Antonio Brown over to the Packers, you know, see what he might be able to do with a guy like Aaron Rodgers. So here we are with the first pick, trying to decide where we want to go. Obviously, Mack Wilson is a guy we're going to keep our eye on. Devin Bush. There's other guys out there as well. Some of the guys are already off the board, and we elected to go with Mack Wilson. Great pick here. He's going to be a star player. You know, we got some room to grow here. And with him being a star player, XP should be able to, you know, to improve quite a bit. We'll see what we can make him. So here we are looking at our draft board again. And as you can see, Devin Bush was still out there, man. I was tempted to go ahead and grab him, you know, and get two inside backers. But I said, no, let's look at another position of need. You know, I was looking at Baker there at the corner, and then I was like, well, we did sign Roby. You know, we're kind of cool with that. Maybe we'll come back and get another corner at a later time. So we decided to go ahead and get Polite here, the left end out of Florida. As you can see, 84 power move, and that should be another good project here to work with. You know, speed at 85. Again, this guy's playing left defensive end. And yeah, we're going to see what we can do with him. Maybe see if we can work him a little bit on the outside, stand him up a little bit. Now, I was tempted to go after, Cleveland Farrell right there. I saw he was still available here in the second round. But, you know, we may have to replace Antonio Brown. You see, you know, Marquise Brown right there. You know, the family connection there is available. But we got our eye on Deebo Samuel. And we're still trying to decide, and yes, we went along and we grabbed Deebo Samuel, so this should be another good guy to work with. You know, 204 pounds, 5'11", quick development trait, so that should be another guy to work with. And I'll just show you here, rounding out in the third round, you know, as far as picks, and then I'll show you the full draft, you know, everybody that we did get. We're looking at the third round here. I'm trying to, you know, go with guys that I scouted, guys that are on my draft board. Not a whole lot of my guys still out there. We do need a tight end, so we go with Noah Fant out of Iowa with, again, a star development trait, so that's going to be a nice guy to work with as well. So here it is, guys. As you see our picks in order, we got Mac Wilson there, Polite, Deebo Samuel, Fant, the kid Sheffield out of Ohio State, and this kid Russell. I'm not really familiar with him, but you know, we grabbed another D tackle. We're gonna need that for depth. And then also, as you can see, we got a few more guys popping off there. Another receiver, got Hall right there, and a left guard. We definitely need some help on the line. All right, so that's going to do it for this particular video. I'm going to definitely bring you some gameplay very, very soon. And, you know, and all of the sliders and all of that jazz is in the, you know, in the description if you want to check that out. But I will definitely bring you some gameplay very soon. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.